The 10 most famous murals in world history. Number 10. The Last Supper, Leonardo da Vinci. Italy. Painted between 1495 and 1498, Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper is one of the most iconic works of the Italian Renaissance and one of the most celebrated depictions of this biblical episode. Located in the refectory of the convent of Santa Maria delle Grazie in Milan, the mural captures the dramatic moment when Jesus announces to his 12 apostles that one of them will betray him. Leonardo innovated in composition by arranging the apostles in groups of 3, creating a dynamic flow that guides the viewer's eye through the varied emotional reactions of each disciple. He used perspective lines converging on the central figure of Jesus, emphasizing his importance and adding depth to the scene. Each apostle displays unique expressions and gestures reflecting surprise, disbelief, and distress, demonstrating Leonardo's mastery of human psychology. The technique Leonardo used was experimental. He painted on dry plaster instead of using the traditional fresco, which unfortunately led to the work's rapid deterioration. Despite numerous restorations, the painting has lost some of its original splendor but remains a testament to Leonardo's artistic genius and his ability to combine technical innovation with emotional storytelling. The Last Supper is not only significant for its artistic excellence but also for its enduring influence on Western art. It has inspired countless artists and has been analyzed for its symbolic and compositional complexity. The work continues to captivate viewers with its masterful portrayal of a pivotal moment and its profound exploration of themes like betrayal, sacrifice, and humanity. Number 9. Echo of a Scream, David Alfaro Siqueiros. Mexico. Created in 1937, Echo of a Scream is one of the most impactful works by Mexican muralist David Alfaro Siqueiros. This painting is a powerful representation of human pain and anguish in the face of war and oppression. Known for his political and social commitment, Siqueiros uses this work to express his protest against the injustices of his time, especially in the context of the Spanish Civil War. The central image is a female figure screaming in despair, captured in a moment of intense emotion. The dramatic use of color and dynamic lines intensifies the sense of anguish and hopelessness. The abstract and tumultuous background reinforces the chaotic atmosphere, symbolizing collective suffering. Siqueiros used innovative techniques, such as industrial materials and airbrushed paint, to achieve unique textures and effects. This technical experimentation reflects his desire to break away from artistic traditions and make art more accessible and relevant to the public. Echo of a Scream is more than artistic expression. It is a call to awareness and a denunciation of violence and injustice. The work reflects Siqueiros' commitment to using art as a tool for social change and his belief in the artist's responsibility to address urgent political issues. It remains a relevant piece that resonates with contemporary struggles and the quest for justice. Number 8. The March of Humanity, David Alfaro Siqueiros. Mexico. The March of Humanity is one of David Alfaro Siqueiros' most ambitious and monumental murals, created between 1965 and 1971. Located in the Poliforum Cultural Siqueiros in Mexico City, this panoramic mural covers over 4,000 square meters and is considered one of the largest in the world. The work is an epic representation of humanity's past and future, divided into sections that explore themes such as class struggle, oppression, revolution, and hope for a better future. Siqueiros uses a combination of human figures, symbols, and abstract elements to narrate the progress of society through time. Using revolutionary techniques, Siqueiros incorporated industrial materials and experimental methods, such as airbrushed paint and synthetic polymers, to create innovative visual effects. The polyforum structure itself was designed to complement the mural, creating an immersive experience that surrounds the viewer in the narrative. The March of Humanity is a synthesis of Siqueiros' artistic and political philosophy. It reflects his commitment to the Mexican muralist movement and his belief in public art as a means to educate and inspire the people. Through this monumental work, Siqueiros encourages society to reflect on its past and actively participate in building a more just and equitable future. The mural remains a reference point for mural art and a testament to the power of art as a tool for social transformation. Its relevance endures, inviting new generations to contemplate humanity's challenges and possibilities. Number 7. Prometheus, Jose Clemente Orozco, USA. In 1930, Jose Clemente Orozco painted Prometheus, regarded as the first avant-garde mural in the United States. Located in the Frary Dining Hall at Pomona College in Claremont, California, the work depicts the Greek myth of Prometheus, the titan who stole fire from the gods to give it to humanity. Orozco uses this myth as a metaphor for the quest for knowledge and the sacrifice for the common good. The central figure of Prometheus is powerful and dynamic, captured in the act of bringing fire, symbolizing enlightenment and progress. Around him, human figures reflect various reactions, from admiration to indifference, representing the complexities of human response to change and knowledge. Orozco's expressionist style, with vigorous lines and intense colors, adds drama and emotional depth to the work. His focus on the human figure and internal emotion reinforces the message about humanity's potential and inherent contradictions. Prometheus is significant not only for its artistic excellence but also for its impact on the muralist movement in the United States. The work influenced American artists and helped spread the ideas of Mexican muralism beyond its borders. The mural is a profound reflection on sacrifice, rebellion, and the consequences of challenging established power. Through Prometheus, Orozco invites the viewer to consider the role of knowledge and the responsibility it carries in transforming society. Number 6. The Hacienda Cabanas mural, Jose Clemente Orozco, Mexico. Between 1936 and 1939, Jose Clemente Orozco completed one of his most important projects, the murals at the Hacienda Cabanas in Guadalajara, Mexico. This set of frescoes covering the vaults and walls of the historic building is considered one of the pinnacles of Mexican muralism. The central theme of the murals is the history and destiny of humanity, addressing concepts such as creation, civilization, the Spanish conquest, and social struggles. The most notable piece is The Man of Fire, located in the main dome, representing a human figure enveloped in flames, symbolizing transformation, sacrifice, and rebirth. Orozco uses a palette of intense colors and dramatic contrasts to create a powerful and emotional atmosphere. His expressionist style and focus on human forms convey a deep reflection on the human condition and the inherent conflicts within society. The Hacienda Cabanas murals are a synthesis of Orozco's artistic talent and his commitment to social and philosophical themes. The integration of the work with the building's architecture creates an immersive experience that invites contemplation and dialogue about Mexico's past and future. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1997, the Hacienda Cabanas and Orozco's murals are a cultural treasure that continues to inspire visitors and artists alike. The work is a testament to art's power to explore the complexities of human existence and promote reflection on our shared history. Number 5. The History of Mexico mural, Diego Rivera. Mexico. Painted between 1929 and 1935, Diego Rivera's The History of Mexico mural covers the main walls of the stairway at the National Palace in Mexico City. This extensive mural narrates Mexico's rich and tumultuous history from the pre-Hispanic era to the Mexican Revolution and beyond. Rivera employs his characteristic detailed and colorful style to depict key events and historical figures, including Aztec gods, Spanish conquerors, revolutionary leaders, and the Mexican people. The composition is filled with symbols and allegories that reflect the struggles, injustices, and aspirations of the Mexican people. The work is divided into 3 main sections: the ancient and colonial past, the revolutionary present, and an idealized future. Rivera's goal is not only to recount historical events but also to offer a social and political critique, highlighting the exploitation and resilience of the working and indigenous classes. The mural is an outstanding example of the Mexican muralist movement, which promoted public art as a means of education and social awareness. Committed to revolutionary ideals, Rivera uses this mural to foster national pride and cultural identity, showcasing the continuity and resistance of Mexico's history. The History of Mexico mural is a culturally and artistically significant work that continues to attract thousands of visitors each year. Through its visual narrative, Rivera captures the complexity of Mexican history and its influence on contemporary society. Number 4. Detroit Industry Murals, Diego Rivera. USA. Between 1932 and 1933, Diego Rivera painted the Detroit Industry Murals at the Detroit Institute of Arts, considered one of his most significant works outside of Mexico. Commissioned by Edsel Ford, these murals cover the 4 walls of the Garden Court and depict the automotive industry and its workers in Detroit. Rivera spent months studying the Ford factories and observing workers at the River Rouge plant. The result is a series of detailed panels that illustrate the automotive production process, from raw material melting to final assembly. Human figures and machinery are integrated into dynamic compositions, highlighting the interdependence of man and technology. The murals celebrate modern industry but also reflect on the role of labor and technology's influence on society. Rivera explores themes such as mechanization, labor division, and working conditions, maintaining his commitment to representing the working class and social justice. Rivera's style combines detailed realism with symbolic and allegorical elements. Using vibrant colors and balanced composition, he creates a visual narrative that is both informative and aesthetically pleasing. Initially controversial for its political and cultural implications, the murals have been recognized as a masterpiece of public art. The Detroit Industry Murals reflect Rivera's artistic vision and his ability to capture the essence of an era and its impact on humanity. The work remains a symbol of art's power to document and critique society. Number 3. Man at the Crossroads, Diego Rivera. USA. Man at the Crossroads is one of Diego Rivera's most controversial murals, originally commissioned in 1932 for the Rockefeller Center in New York. The mural depicted Rivera's vision of technology and modern society, centered on a worker controlling a massive machine, symbolizing humanity's power to shape its destiny. The work included images of revolutionary leaders such as Lenin and scenes reflecting social conflicts, which caused friction with the project's sponsors. Despite Rivera's attempts to negotiate, the mural was ultimately destroyed in 1934 before completion. Nevertheless, Rivera recreated the mural under the title, Man, Controller of the Universe, at the Palacio de Bellas Artes in Mexico City in 1934. In this expanded version, he included even more political and social elements, depicting class struggles, scientific advances, and influential historical figures, both positive and negative. The work explores technology's duality as both a tool for progress and a potential source of oppression. Rivera uses complex, symbolic composition to address themes such as capitalism, communism, science, and humanity's responsibility in shaping the future. Man at the Crossroads and its later recreation highlight Rivera's dedication to using art as a medium for social and political commentary. The murals controversy underscores the tensions between art, politics, and power and remains a powerful example of the impact of public art on cultural and social debate. Number 2. Guernica, Pablo Picasso, Spain. Created in 1937, Pablo Picasso's Guernica is one of the 20th century's most powerful and iconic artworks. Painted in response to the bombing of the Basque town of Guernica by German and Italian forces during the Spanish Civil War, the work condemns the horror and destruction caused by war. The large-scale, black and white mural presents a chaotic and anguished composition. Distorted human and animal figures express pain, fear, and despair. The bull and the horse, recurring symbols in Picasso's work, are interpreted as representations of brutality and suffering. The woman with a dead child, the fallen warrior, and other figures add depth to the anti-war message. Picasso uses cubism and surrealist elements to fragment the figures and space, heightening the work's emotional impact. The absence of color emphasizes the gravity of the theme, adding a timeless, universal quality to the depicted suffering. Guernica was first exhibited at the International Exposition in Paris in 1937 and quickly became a universal symbol against war and violence. The work has been extensively analyzed and has influenced countless artists and pacifist movements. Beyond its political significance, Guernica showcases Picasso's artistic genius and his ability to combine innovative forms with deeply emotional content. The painting remains relevant as a reminder of war atrocities and the need for peace. Currently, Guernica is displayed at the Museo Reina Sofia in Madrid and continues to be a focal point in the discourse on art's role in society. Number 1. The Sistine Chapel Ceiling, Michelangelo, Italy. The Sistine Chapel Ceiling, painted by Michelangelo Buonarroti between 1508 and 1512, is one of the most recognized masterpieces of Western art. Located in the Vatican, the chapel is the setting for papal ceremonies and conclaves. Although Michelangelo primarily considered himself a sculptor, he accepted Pope Julius II's commission to paint the chapel ceiling, a monumental task that redefined Renaissance art standards. The project covers over 500 square meters and features more than 300 figures. The complex iconographic scheme centers on 9 scenes from the Book of Genesis, including the famous creation of Adam, where God's and Adam's hands almost touch, symbolizing the moment life is given to humanity. Michelangelo demonstrated exceptional mastery of human anatomy, perspective, and composition. The figures are monumental and dynamic, conveying a sense of power and movement. He used bright colors and contrasts to bring scenes to life and create depth, despite the technical difficulties of painting on a curved, elevated surface. The work is a synthesis of Renaissance theology, philosophy, and art. Through representations of prophets, sibyls, and biblical scenes, Michelangelo explores themes of creation, sin, and redemption. The ceiling also reflects the humanist pursuit of knowledge and beauty. Between 1536 and 1541, Michelangelo also painted The Last Judgment on the chapel's altar wall, further expanding his contribution and deepening themes of judgment and salvation. The Sistine Chapel has profoundly influenced Western art and culture. Michelangelo's technical skill and artistic vision set new standards and continue to inspire artists and viewers. The chapel remains an invaluable treasure of world cultural heritage and a sublime manifestation of human creative potential. Thank you for watching our video. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Give it a like, comment your thoughts, and share this video with your friends and family.